Выйду ночью в поле с конем, ночкой темной тихо пойдем. Мы пойдем с конем по полю вдвоем. 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 Ночью в поле звезд благодать, в поле никого не видать, только мы с конем по полю идем, только мы с конем по полю идем, только мы с конем по полю идем, только мы с конем по полю идем. Сяду я верхом на коня, ты неси по полю меня. Ай, брусничный свет, алый до рассвет, али есть то место, али его нет. Будет добрым год и ворот, было всяко, все пройдет. Ой, золотая рожь, поле кудрявый лед. Мы идем с конем по полю вдвоем.
Выйду на улицу, ночка темна, парни молодые свели меня с ума. Пойду по улице, пока не рассвело, девки гуляют и мне весело. Пойду по улице, пока не рассвело, девки гуляют и мне весело. Матушка родная, дай воды холодной, сердце мое, кидай в жар. Раньше я гуляла в зеленом саду, думала на улицу век не пойду. Раньше я гуляла в зеленом саду, думала на улицу век не пойду. А теперь под вечер аж пятки горят, ножики резвые в краску хотят. Выйду на улицу, ночка темна, парни молодые свели меня с ума. Выйду на улицу, ночка темна, парни молодые свели меня с ума. Матушка, слышишь, солнышко поет, а там над горою пляска идет. Девки голосистые звонко поют, мне до молоденька и спать не дают. Девки голосистые звонко поют, мне до молоденька и спать не дают. А у меня под вечер аж пятки горят, ноженьки резвые в краску хотят. А у меня под вечер аж пятки горят, пятки горят, пятки горят. У меня под вечер аж пятки горят, пятки горят, пятки горят, пятки горят, пятки горят, пятки горят.
Dance evolution. Many Russian dances became known from the 10th century. Russia witnessed various invasions from other countries. Due to its location and size, the country also came into contact with many different cultures through migration and trading. Many of these early dances were performed and practiced by the lower classes. Typically, the upper classes would watch performers rather than participate in the dances themselves. The clothing for the dances is based on specific events, such as holidays, and varies between these events. The color red is incorporated in many of the costumes because it is associated with the beauty in the Russian tradition. Moving to the next epoch, we introduce you to the waltz, a ballroom and folk dance that came to Russia in the 18th century. In 1718, Peter the Great issued a decree on the establishment of assemblies. So there were first balls in Russia. For quite a long time, the reputation of waltz was dubious. However, the young generations were crazy about the waltz, and at that time, not a single or even a provincial ball could do without it. The waltz in Russia was danced quickly, so the aristocratic youth favorably differed in the ability to quickly spin, unlike the performers of slow dances. Dance evolution. Moving to the 20th century, we meet a new era called stilagi or dandies, a youth subculture. From the late 1940s to the early 1960s, which had a mainly American way of life as a standard. As a subculture, it wasn't welcomed by the older generation. The Soviet power and the press were very hostile to the stilagi style. Thus, overseas music and dance were banned in the USSR. The government led a purposeful work to re-educate those who were a part of this subculture. By 1955, the stilagi had acquired both respect and contempt from many layers of society, especially the upper class known as intelligentsia, and frowned upon in political instances, but had grown too many in number to be repressed. Thus, instead of trying to get rid of them, the media and politics, including journalism, eagerly mocked their style by portraying them as ridiculous as opposed to normal parts of Soviet society. The influence of the stilagi movement on Soviet Russian culture is tremendous. Many of today's most respected Russian musicians, writers, film editors, and other cultural personalities belonged to the movement or shared its free bohemian lifestyle.